Hello, yet again. Sorry, I should have done this a few days ago on June 1st. So it's almost summertime. The last vestiges of the first half of the year of the freaking COVID 19 epidemic. For those of you who are watching this in the far off future of what the fuck ever, um, yeah, some interesting developments have occurred. Apparently, somebody somewhere got shot over something, and people are now riding up, sorry, protesting and demonstrating peacefully. Yeah, right. Uh, in various cities. One also down the street from where I work, and yeah, they put up barricades, and the day after, they had a big megaphone with on a helicopter saying, "Please disperse." So the following afternoon, around 1, I drove down said street, where I saw on YouTube was this big crowd of people the day before. There's nothing there, no barricades, no people, just a couple boarded up windows, but that's it. And I'm like, okay, I guess it's over. Whatever. So I go home, I rest, later on in the afternoon, around 4 or 5, I go to work. I deliver pizzas. What? And I get there, we go through this whole thing, and I drive back down that same street again. Except this time, there's this freaking blockade there, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This wasn't here 3 or 4 hours ago. And it turns out someone had thrown a brick through a window or something, and then the police started to cordon all this off, and we have police officers. Okay, let me tell you something about human resources, such as the police, and how it's utilized. Back in, oh god, what was it, 2007, 2008, I believe, when Michael Jackson died. In the it shook the world. People were, I was even flabbergasted. It's like, really? Damn. It was at my nephew's birthday party. Hi, Kane. At Chuck E. Cheese. I know. I'm actually surprised there was still a Chuck E. Cheese around in the late 2000s. But yet there was one, and we were there. And I'm feeling kind of bored because I can't really do very much because I was in my 20s at the time, and basically all the stuff there was basically for children. I could probably play the whack-a-mole game pretty good, but everything else was more for kids, for rides and stuff. And I had some pizza, which was nice, but again, I was everyone's chauffeur because I'm the only other person besides my mom who had a car, so I had to do a lot of the driving for a lot of people. And so anyway, the Michael Jackson dies, and that was June, mid June, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it was sometime a month or so before the Anime Expo of that year. So I go down to Anime Expo. So it's like some little bit of time later. I go down to the expo, and there's the camera crews, the camera trucks all lined up, and there's these police all over the dang place, particularly all around the Staples Center, which is the same block within like 10 yards of the convention center. And I'm like, I walk past them, and I'm like, what's going on, officer? He's like, oh, Michael Jackson died, and one of the places he was going to go to next, or immediately next, was the Staples Center. And I'm like, huh, okay, so why are you here? He says, oh, we're guarding it in case, because it was such a high profile place in case someone does something stupid or something. And to help mitigate the crowds if there are any. Okay, and how long are you going to do this for? I believe his answer was Tuesday. And I'm like, but it's Thursday. He says, yeah, I know. I believe they stayed there until Tuesday. because that's what you do with human resources, such as the cops. You utilize them when you really don't need to, because there wasn't a huge group of people massing on the Staples Center. Everyone that was massing would be going to the convention center. So it's like, so you're just gonna stand here all freaking day, mitigating no one. Yeah. So basically, the same thing happened again. They shut down the street. They put up the barricades. They brought out all the city folk to do the city things and all that for the barricade and the watching and the construction and all that jazz, inconveniencing me for like 5 or 10 minutes while I'm supposed to be just going down that street, turning to the left, coming back, going back up that street, and turning to the left again, or the other way, turning right in order to go down the other street in order to get to the next house. So it's two deliveries utilizing the same street that's blockaded right in the center. So I can't, cause I have to go all the way around and blah blah blah, and it's just like, that's stupid for nothing. Literally, like, you had a brick through window. That's not a cause to shut down this freaking street. It really isn't. And so, yeah. All that thing going on. That's about it. I mean, it's not much else. I'm still working. You got a ton of yesterday, Monday. Jesus God, we were inundated with calls. People wondering if you were still available because everything was shut down around us over on the other side of the five. So everything was just kind of, you know, kind of more sent to us because it's, you know, if we have three sections of nothing available, and one section saying, yeah, there is a pizza place right there, call them. So yeah, so we were swamped and tons of stuff. So my dentist appointment is this Thursday. I got my card so I can do the payments. So I can go. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to the Jungle Video again. Hopefully it's still there, and I can just go and get the last bits of the videos. It'll be the superhero section. I'll get all the animated and live action superhero stuff, and then that should be it. So I don't know if this is the last time it's gonna be open versus the last time I'm gonna go. Yeah. I'm on my phone. My phone here. Let me show you my phone. My new phone is here. So, yeah. So. Yeah, you're seeing that right. It has a little wave. So it's a motion screen. I kind of like it. Not my preferred thing, but whatever. It's nice. And that's about it. Just gonna get up early. I'm just gonna. Like anyone just say, you know, if you have a schedule, stick to the schedule. But it's until stuff happens, it's turns into a thing. So now I have pizza I can't sell. I have to eat it. I don't want to eat it because it's 2-day old pizza. It's been in the fridge. I don't want to fucking eat it. Whatever. But anyway, on the plus side, I do have this. This giant stack. They're giving these cases away for free because they have a giant pile of them in the back of the video store. So I've been. I'll request tomorrow. I'll bring like a couple trash bags with me, and we'll fill them up. Because then I can get rid of all my discs I have everywhere on paper, and other discs I have. Well, not say the ones on the paper case like this. I'm thinking more of just getting the ones that I have just stacked all around. Got movies. I got tons of movies. Got these for cheap, full box each. Fuck. Just turns into a damn thing. Get paid this Friday, so that's good. It would be like $800. That'd be nice. It'd be nice if I got my other job too, so I could do that in the morning and afternoon. So, yeah. beer, no booze, everything closed up, so I couldn't get that. So it just like pissed me off. It's just 8:30 should be 8:30, not 10. Whatever. There I am, boozeless, drunkless, surrounded by a bunch of empty bottles. Empty. Nothing. Can't really keep beer in the fridge because that's not exactly a no-no as much as it is people I live with don't exactly like having booze around. So, heaven forbid. So I went to the Huntington Beach. It's a nice walk, but unless you're interacting with people, it's just in the place to fucking eat. Like, where are the fucking restaurants? It's beachfront property. Where the fuck are all the goddamn restaurants? And it's like, look, I don't have time for this. I gotta go to the video store. Well, it's like, it's 7, yeah, down there. It's like, what the fuck's that doing way down there? It's a whole beach right here. Fuck. So, yeah, it's been one shit show after another, and it just gets kind of annoying because you're trying to have a good time. You're trying. I mean, I met some people. I met a girl at a smoke shop who runs a smoke shop, or is a cashier at a smoke shop. That's rather nice, but she's engaged, so yeah. Hell, I was chatted up a bit from a bot last night. I thought that was rather humorously sad, pathetic, whatever. Oh, and hell, I asked a girl out if she wanted to go and get some McDonald's. Yeah, she acted like that just didn't happen. And it's like, so no answers, just kind of just wow, just pretend it just didn't happen. It's like, so you're trying to imply you are true sparing me the harshness of saying no, but really it's more like sparing herself the pain of saying no, even though it's a explicit answer. Do you want to get to Mickey D's? No, not right now, or I don't like Mickey D's, or give me something. Just a no of any real sort would be fine. But people act like, let me spare his feelings. Like, no, you're sparing your feelings, is what you're doing here, kid. And it feels rude when you're just dropped. It's just magically evaporates. The situation just magically evaporates. It's like that's not how that works. But I would imagine that if I hit the three, you know, the three, what was it, three or more data points of masculinity, which was charm and handsome, good looks and money. That's also important. Oh yeah, the women will just throw themselves at you when they act like I have this reverence, this reservation, this thing. Like I hold myself to some standards. Like, no, you don't. If it was somebody hot and you found them attractive, you're just gonna just go, oh, I'm just gonna flirt with that person. Trust me. There is no, you say like, well, I'm not the type to flirt to strangers or something. It's like, yes, you will. Yes, you will. Don't say. Like, well, I'm single, but this thing's like, no, that's just something you tell other people to let them know you just don't talk to just anybody off the street. You know. It's like that book will go out the window so fast. We all do that. We all pretend like we have standards or we'll only talk or flirt to only so many people. I mean, we just met them 5 minutes ago. It's like, no, if they're hot enough and attractive enough and likable enough and rich enough, oh yeah, we'll just throw ourselves at them. That's what people do. Everyone keeps acting like they're somehow above everything. You're not. We're not. I'm not. At least I'm honest with myself. When I go out there, I try. I was sitting out at one of the lanais or whatever, or patio settings that are, you can sit at down the street from me. You know, when I eat my burritos, been eating a lot of burritos, and no one's really there. If there are, it's mostly guys and couples. Apparently, all the people are a couple of miles to the east, apparently protesting. Apparently, that's where they're at. So, yeah. I didn't mean the problem with me within high school, if I may, is that there was. It's like, how do you have a conversation when you don't know who you are? You know, I don't know who I was, what I was. I'm just a guy. It's like, and it's like, yeah, blah blah blah. It's like, what's my favorite color? What do I? What's my standing politically, or anything like that, or any real definition at all? I don't. Not that defined. It wasn't until a few years later, after high school, as definition. I am an otaku, apparently. You know, then the rest of the answers are coming in, and they're still coming in. You know, so now I have a better sense of who I am, but now everyone's all like having their own life, and it's like, well, I could go and bother that person and try to have a conversation, but you know, they have shit to do, places to go, people to see. You know, there's no congregation anymore. There's no let's get together in a big group and talk or socialize. But people seem just so willing to just have relationships before they even actually, but you know, figure out if that person's even good for them. What kind of person is there? Are they willing to go through the bad times with you? You know, and I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think the mentality is for women is that if I can tame the black stallion, this the horse, that mythical horse concept of like there's this wild force of nature, but if I can tame it and ride the damn thing, then it will serve and protect me. Well, that's the theory, right? But in practice, we come to realize, fuck, no, that's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. It's the difference between protected and being owned. When you try to bring in an alpha male and try to tame him, yeah, there's a lot of who's in charge here mentality that both people are trying to convince themselves that they are. And it's like, no, 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 please stop. This is silly. So, you try to tame this force, and the force decides, no, you're my woman. I own you. And it's like, and you were expecting what exactly how this was going to turn out? People, come on. We're not. This isn't rocket science or brain surgery. This is basic psychology. Never get involved with an alpha male. It's just not worth it. I've seen them. It's like, please stop, because it feels like you're just You're embarrassing yourself. Me alpha male. Oh oh oh. Beats chest like a big ape. It's like, yeah, sure. See, I'm not like these guys. I'm not this giant a-hole that has to assert my dominance and control over the world. To what? To what end? To feel a little bit more in control of your life because you're scared and you don't like how not in control you are of jack shit. Jesus Christ! I'm trying to convince the world that I am this big Uberman. I'm just me. I'm not Light or Lelouch or even, well, quite frankly, I feel like the beginnings of Walter White, because my work's going. So, but yeah, I'm not these geniuses, you know. And that's the thing. It's dynamics. It's how people try to, date. They try to justify the dating thing, where it's like, you know, I'm gonna out there and find me the best person. Best person for what? You have to dedicate a lot of time, effort into a relationship to realize this person will stand by you through the good times and the bad. You know? Then you're surprised when suddenly it's like, oh look, I'm pregnant, and you turn your head, and it's like, oh, and you see this Roadrunner dust cloud speed, dissipate as a figure, fades away into the distance, and it's like, well, what happened? I thought he was gonna stay here forever and be by my side, and it's like, did you know that, or was that your assumption? It's like, kind of get a feel here. There's some people I know, it's like they lack heart, they lack conviction, determination. That's why one of the brothers is single and the other one has a failing marriage. Because they don't know how to give of themselves. One guy can't even hold a fucking flashlight while I'm trying to load boxes. Here, hold this. Oh, no, it's not my thing. What fucking point are you then if you can't even do that? Can't hold a fucking flashlight. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, if you're unwilling to give of yourself for a relationship, you're not going to have a relationship, or at least a functioning one, or a long-term functioning one. And you have to have a relationship before you have a long-term relationship. You can't just say, well, clearly he's hot and has money and is not an asshole. Clearly, I'm just going to throw myself at him. You got to actually, you know, apply time and experience to that relationship. But then again, I don't fit those factors. Therefore, it's not anything I have to worry about, apparently. The people I do attract. Oy. Got enough of that in high school. But anyway, enough about me rambling on again about my non-existent love life, or any real life thereof, of any real sort. I'll leave you with this. Dating's hard in the world, especially during a pandemic, or a viral pandemic. So, but fortunately, it'll be over soon, and we can all just look back at this like the other apocalypses we've had over the past, I don't know, like 20 years. Take care, as always. See you at the movies.